New box. Crank seal imminent. Let's get it roughly lined up. Gearbox mount. High-speed tractor pretty much back together now. And ammo box is now in. I've got some finishing off to do in there. Battery box, air pipes to the dash. But yeah, should be able to back this out of here soon, just in case anyone's interested. So this frame, obviously the engine's not original. The Continental engine, the 16-litre petrol, would have sat, finished about that high. Water pump, this was the level of the original water pump. So what we've done is make a frame so that we can keep the fan, which is one of the things that really makes it look quite nice from the back. This would have been water pump and a fan clutch assembly built into one. So you could disengage the drive of the fan on a bar system, which went down the side here to the driver's seat. So obviously we don't have a fan clutch anymore, but we're still able to run the fan. Paul's made a pretty mint tensioner there. But it's certainly, I mean, some people we have seen a couple with a fan in the side, you know, cooling, works fine, but it just doesn't look original. So we've done our best to keep some originality. And for the most part, when you look at it, you can't really tell, unless you really know about high-speed tractors, that it's running a diesel. So yeah, that is that. Nice. And obviously that we've had to have that record. That's an original rad. That has had a full record. Just it's original top and bottom, but record, because it was bloody absolutely scaled up, damaged, repaired, and we were getting overheating problems. So she's running on one rad. You can just see up there. Originally they run twin rads. Reason being, one of the things when these were developed was that they must not overheat on a long pull towing a heavy artillery gun, which is what they were having trouble with wheeled vehicles. Oh, this is Lordship working on the dipstick. So yeah, that's why they got the twin rads. And then they didn't overheat. They were very, very, very good. These are the, these block off the fans. So they've got louvers in. You can operate the louvers from the end. You can turn that flat and completely block off the rad and the cooler. On both sides you can do that. For sort of winter. Same as blocking a rad on a Landy. Just to get it to warm up a bit quicker. Just to show you, the fan clutch would have originally worked off the driver's seat there. We're now running a starter and a stop. And we've got the automatic gearbox selection over there, next to the winch control lever. Jumping forwards a bit here, we've been a bit crap with filming stuff as we've gone on. But yeah, fans back in. Palm couplings now. We've hooked up the compressor on the diesel with the original air system on the gun tractor. So that's all live. So we've got air brakes for a trailer, should we tow one, or a gun, which is good. So that's all live, which also means we can have the air operated window wiper on the front. That works. So we're just changing the glass in the windscreen, so there's nothing in there at the moment. Batteries, just making some new leads for the batteries. Bit of bird shit on the seat. If I just climb up here. Also, Paul's now rerouted a new filler pot for the gearbox, dipstick for the gearbox, for the auto box. So yeah, those are the last bits to do. So we've got all the fluids in, and me and Paul were just thinking, even though it's pissing it down outside, we might road test the gearbox. We just come underneath for a little nosy, and looky here. Anyone spotted that? It's actually sheared the pin off, pins up inside. I have to try and find an easy out and a bit of heat. But yes, that one's sorted before we do anything, so. Gotta get on with that, so we're not going anywhere today. Never mind, get that sorted. So we're still on this at the moment. I'm not sure you can see up there. We're starting to drill it out. And it is coming. It won't undo with an easy out or heat. It's really in there. But we'll just keep drilling that out. And then Paul's gonna make an insert. So we'll tap that, we'll thread an insert in, and Paul's gonna make the insert. He's gonna bore the middle out and thread the inside of the insert so we can put the correct pin back in. So he's doing that on the lathe at the moment. So that's the plan. So we should be able to put it back pretty much exactly as it was with a slight repair. So anyway, press on with that. I'll show you what Paul's up to in a minute on the lathe. And again, we're desperate to road test this. Itching to road test it, but got to get this sorted first. Machine shop. So this is going to be our insert. Going up a size? Yeah. Speed change. What are we going for now? We haven't got a drill. Okay, in goes a reamer. Let Paul get on with that. He doesn't say much when he's on the lathe, it's best not to disturb him. Once the insert's made, yeah, thread that in, stud lock it in, and then we've got the correct pin to put back. All good, gravy. And then we can have a play. Nice. Right. Tell us what we tapping it out to now?
5.8 UNF.
5.8 UNF. Yeah. Just going to stick a little bit of pressure on it. Keep it centered. So, you just finished that, so what have we got? 3/4.
3/4 to 5.8.
So yeah, so we've got our insert. Brilliant. So we've got to finish drilling out the snapped off pin. That's the pin that was in the other side, which is starting to banana slightly because all the strain was on it. So 2 fresh pins to go in. Insert. Lovely jubbly. Repair. Repair can be made. Oh, God. So Paul's got this snapped off pin out. He's now
Plug tap to clean it out.
Stage 1.
Clean it and then put the insert in.
Super. Do you want the air?
Yeah, and a bit of brake cleaner.
Alright, insert going in. Do that, just have a show it in there. Insert in, so we're going to cut the head off that now.
Right, let it cure and then
Yeah.
give her a clean, cut her off.
Quite a bit in there. Don't worry, I'll edit that bit out.
Come down.
Yeah. So it doesn't ping out in your face. Let's keep going until your elbow clicks. Nice. Happy?
Yeah, ready for some paint.
Nice. Finally finished, haven't we, Paul?
Yeah.
Finally finished enough bits anyway to test the gearbox. Right then, bring her out, boy. Loads of room. One in there somewhere, Paulie. Last load. You can already tell the gearbox is better. You can hear it. I should point out as well, for those of you that are interested, these are the first set of a remake. They're a rubber chevron trackpad, which obviously fit this or the Stuart tank, and you've got a steel backing plate. So they basically, you've got the tubes, the original tubes that go through the track link, and then you've got your pad on the top and your plate underneath, and it bolts together like a sandwich. These are the first set, which you can see we've got a few tears on them. We've now changed the rubber supplier. So the next set we've just had delivered, which are going to go on the high-speed tractor. This set will probably go on the Stuart, and we'll just finish them off on there. But yeah, these are. We're going to do a separate video on the tough tracks, so you can see more information about it. For those of you out there with a Stuart that want pads. Right then, little road test to test the gear. Obviously we're expecting a lot smoother gear change, better gear changes with less revs. Let's see how we get on. Well, loads better. There's plenty of room there. Bless her, she would have got through there as well. Out on the open roads with her, and we can safely say there's a serious improvement with the gearbox. It actually changes gear really nicely now. We reached top gear. I don't think it was even reaching top gear before. Maybe once or twice at Catterick, but it feels like it's absolutely flying now. Lovely. No leaks, nothing oozing. Lovely. Giving the old pads a bit of a punishing, but that was the plan. Absolutely flying. Changes gear way quicker than it was before. So in conclusion, to sort of wrap up this little video, oh, you're right. Yeah. Almost cracked his head on there. Road test, yeah. Gearbox is working absolutely sweet. All gears, much better. We get creep. It just performs like a completely different thing. I know it's only an automatic gearbox. It's not even original, but if this machine's going to work properly, that gearbox had to work properly. It was about to fail. So yeah, that's all. Pretty much all the major jobs done on here now. Belly plates to go back on, a little bit of touching up, some bolts, a bit of paint, and then it'll go into storage now, probably until Armour and Embarkation. Obviously prior to that, we'll get all the bits of tinsel out and dress it up. It's got the 50 cal, the camo nets, bags, boxes, all sorts of stuff to go on it. So that's it for now on this one, isn't it, Paul?
Yep.
Right, on to the Stuart next. He looks excited about that. Cool. I may as well end this video with a little nosy. You'll see on the next video us towing this, using the gun tractor to tow in the M5a1. So that's our next project. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, next video coming soon. That's us out for now.